Okay, let's look at the homework 3.9, number 10. Right, so airplane is flying at the angle 30 degrees, to the ground. Right, so radar is down here, and this is 2 kilometers above. Right, and the airplane is flying at the speed of 360 kilometers per hour. Right. Then the question is asking at what rate is the distance from the plane to the radar increasing a minute later. So which means that in 1 minute it can travel. Okay, so 360 kilometers times. So 1 minute is 1/60 hours. So this is going to be, right, 0 cancel out. So it's going to be just 6, right? So 6 kilometers, right? So at this point, so the distance from here to there is 6 kilometers, right? All right, so we're gonna name unknown, changing quantities like distance here. So I'm gonna use x for that. And the distance between the radar and the airplane, I'm going to use s. Right. Then I'm going to use the law of cosine. Law of cosine to come up with the equation. Right. So this angle right here is 90 degree and 30 degrees, so it's a 120. So it's a 2 pi over 3. Right. Then by using the law of cosine, it basically said that this guy squared, s squared is equal to 2 squared plus x squared minus 2 times x times cosine of the angle, which is 2 pi over 3, right? So that's the law of cosine. All right, then I'll just simplify a little bit. Cosine of 2 pi over 3, this guy is actually equal to negative 1/2, right? So we can see that the negative 2 and the negative 1/2 cancel out. And what's left is really, it's actually quite simple. X squared should be there, right? Then you have positive 2x, so plus 2x, right? Then you have plus 4 right here, right? So that's the equation. So let's find the s when x equals 6. So s squared is equal to, put 6 in there, so it's 6 squared, so 36, plus 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, right? That's what, the 40, 52, right? So which means that we can just take the square root of both sides. S is going to be square root of 52, right? So let's list what's given, right? So given, or we can find, so given. All right. So since airplanes flying at the rate of 360 kilometers per hour, so we know that the dx over dt is equal to 360, right? And also at x is equal to, we already found that to 6, and s is equal to square root of 52, all right? Then what we're looking for is ds over dt. Alright, so we can easily use this equation. S squared is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 4. By just taking a derivative, we can create ds over dt and dx over dt. So let's take the derivative. Right, so let's take the derivative of s squared. So with respect to t, you will get that 2s times ds over dt, which is equal to, right, derivative of this guy would be just simply 2x plus 2, then multiply by dx over dt, right? Then we can find, isolate ds by just divide through by 2s to get the ds over dt is equal to, right, 2x plus 2 over 2s and times dx over dt. Right? We can pull out the 2 and cancel out the 2. Maybe I'll do it here. 2 and 2 cancel out, and that cancel out 1. So you basically get x plus 1 over s times dx over dt. Right? So by plugging in the given value, so ds, so therefore ds over dt is equal to, right, x is 6, so 6 plus 1 over s we found out to be square root of 52, and the dx dt is 360, so times 360, right? So let's compute that value, and I'm going to cheat using a calculator. All right, so it's going to be 6 plus 1 is 7, right? Multiply by 360, right? And then divide by square root of 52. So square root of 52, right? So which came out to be about, 349. 349, right? Kilometers per hour, right? Let's check the answer. Yep, answer was correct. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.